Hi folks, it's Sammy here from T&Coffee, and I'm sat down today with the amazing Dale. Hi Dale.
Oh, you're too kind.
Oh, I'm not too kind. Thank you so much for coming along. Because I think you've got something really exciting to tell us about, haven't you?
Yes, I am a published author now, self-published anyway.
This is awesome. This is so good. Dale, what's going on? Tell us about the book.
Um, I have insomnia to some degree, not diagnosed, but when you're up until 1:30 at night, you can kind of guess from there.
Yeah.
And when I'm insomniac, I jot poems down. And eventually I accumulated enough of the poems that I jotted down at night over the pandemic to create a little book out of it.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. What's it called?
From least to least, some transitional poetry.
Oh,
Here is the cover.
There's the money shot. Look, that's what we needed to see. From least to least, I love that as well. Oh wow, the cover's amazing. That's really cool. So, how long has it taken you to put this together?
From the first poem to the actual publishing of it on Amazon, about a month and a half.
Really?
I don't normally work that fast, but it's just ideas, and once the idea was in place, I kind of had to surge ahead with it, or else I wouldn't be able to do it.
No.
Like do it or get off the pot.
It's absolutely incredible. I mean, are we going to be? Can we be treated to a little sample of the book, maybe, or is that a bit much to ask?
I'll have to see which ones are appropriate for the YouTubes.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. We'll let you have a think about that. But in the meantime, so what is it? How does it feel to be a published author, to actually have your name out there on a proper book?
A little bit surreal. And when I was like little, I kind of thought the process would be a lot more J.K. Rowling-ish. Like I would go through the publishers, they'd reject me, and then one of them would take it on, and suddenly I would be everywhere.
I suppose on the bright side, it hasn't been too much like J.K. Rowling, yeah?
No. This is a lot more low-key, and honestly a lot more what I'm able to handle right now, especially with the world situation.
Yeah, so yeah, of course, because you've done all this during in a global pandemic during lockdown as well.
Yeah, it's kind of like a birthday in a way. Technically, I'm no different before or after the book. It's just I've got something else to my name now.
So you haven't let stardom go to your head yet. You've not started.
I don't think I could ever let stardom go to my head. I hate myself too much for that.
Oh, Dale, don't say that. That's horrible, because we all love you here. It's awesome. And
sorry, you can cut that out in post.
No, it's fine. We're not going to cut anything out in post. It's really not a problem. The reality is that it's just an amazing thing that you've done, and you've been coming to the Tea and Coffee virtual socials for quite a while now, haven't you?
Yes. I'm sorry I haven't been able to attend as many as I'd like. I've got other groups going on, and sometimes you got to alternate between which ones you can and which ones you can't.
You know what? I to be honest, I can't thank you enough just for finding the time to do this. I can't imagine what a busy published author's schedule looks like. Plus, yeah, all
D&D
of the
mostly.
Which D&D?
Yeah.
Oh wow! Well, have you got a virtual D&D group or?
Yeah. Well, from Tea and Coffee, I found the LGBTQ women's group. Thank you, Petra. And from that came a splinter group focused on LGBT gaming, and that has a D&D subset.
Oh, no way. How cool is that?
Very cool.
So do you get together weekly, monthly, or?
We've started a campaign last week that's going to run weekly on Saturdays.
That's pretty cool. And then is that open to anybody? Are there links to this? Or?
It's currently closed. If you're interested in taking part in campaigns in the future, you can contact Josie Quinn for that.
Cool. Well, mate, I'll tell you what we'll do before we let this go out. We'll make sure we've got all the details and all of the links to these things as well, so we can share them in the comments for people watching. I haven't played D&D for ages. I think the last time I played, it wasn't strictly Dungeons and Dragons. Actually, it was a game called Tales of Equestria, which is the My Little Pony spin on Dungeons and Dragons, which is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I bet you're having loads of fun doing that.
I am. I'm playing a rogue.
Well, I mean, what else is there to do? I mean, that's got to be the way to go, right?
Yeah. I'm playing an Aarakocra rogue, which is an interesting spin on it.
Aarakocra? This isn't a word that means anything to me. Come on then, what's Aarakocra?
Basically, bird person.
Bird person?
Humanoid bird, sort of eagle, head, wings, hands.
Okay, not like I was thinking. I was sort of thinking Big Bird from Sesame Street.
And I believe I've dropped.
Oh no, the video seems to have dropped a little bit there. We got you back. We've got you back, but it doesn't matter. I was just rambling about Big Bird from Sesame Street. So
no, it's not Big Bird from Sesame
No,
Street. They
not
have a
Big
little
Bird
bit
from
more
Sesame
dignity
Street.
than that.
Okay, cool. Oh, I don't know. I like Big Bird. I think Big Bird's brilliant.
No, I like Big Bird too, but with the best will in the world, he's not a dignified beast.
Not the most dignified. Coming to think of it, I don't think Big Bird even wears trousers.
I think he wears tights. Those orange stripes.
I don't know.
Or are those just his legs?
Who knows? I mean, if that's just Big Bird's legs, I mean, that's a serious medical condition, but not something that we can deal with today. I didn't expect this conversation about your book to go to this point. I've got to be honest.
I'm sorry.
So how do we get hold of a copy of your book? Where do we find it?
It is on Amazon. You can get it either in paperback form or you could download it onto your Kindle.
Oh,
The
wow.
Kindle is slightly cheaper because the paperback version has to cover printing costs, obviously. But
yeah. So you're not just published, like, you've not just got a few copies of this. You're out with possibly the biggest book reseller in the world at the moment as well, in multiple formats. This is fantastic.
Yeah, that is a service Kindle provides. It's called Kindle Direct Publishing.
Yeah.
As long as you have the manuscript, you can upload it to a program that they give you, Kindle Create, and you can set out the manuscript to look however you like, and then upload it to the corresponding website, and then with just a few clicks to design the cover, etc., and give it the ISBN number, I think it is.
I think so. That rings a bell. So it sounds like you've had to learn quite a bit to do this. Has it been quite a lot to learn and figure out?
In some respects. I mean, I'm always technically learning about writing isn't a finite skill. But and in some respects, publishing isn't a finite skill. You're always learning something about the process.
So yeah, I mean, to be honest, Dale, I am totally 100% in awe of what you've done. It's an incredible thing to do. So come on then, are you going to treat us to a section? Are you going to treat us to a snippet from your new book?
Like I said, it all depends on what I'm able to... Tell you what, how about I read Playbill? Because it's relevant to this, and that it is sort of a journey of my transition, shall we say?
Let's do it. That'd be amazing.
Okie dokie. Let me know if I cut out or anything.
Yeah, we will do.
Playbill. Scene 1. A thick-footed, heavy-headed squat of a girl. The clustered ball of white-hot cotton around which she naively believes other equally blithe spirits revolve. She moves the adults around her like puppets, casting herself as the star, the eponymous, without catching any of the nuance. She's adamant that the Sleeping Beauty should instead say she's dead. Scene 2. Hair lopped short is no oddity in this day and age, and yet it feels right for the character. Nor is switching to trousers. But it's still right there in the script, young lady, and that's thus what she has to respond to. No sense in pretending she hasn't got a normal heart. No sense in rocking the wooden boat from which the paint peels. Scene 3. She takes all the masculine roles when it comes to play recitals. Gaul, Iago, a male Keller, forget which. Still the star, but in its latter day, ever aware of sucking up attention like a incubus? She attempts to explain, but the demurity ducks under it. I raised a boy and a girl, no place to all my sons, seems to be said. So she moulds once more. Scene 4. The double life's getting harder to maintain. At least the girlfriend's excusable, proving the deception of its longevity. But the switching! A her there, a they across the pond, and it between phones, a redefinition of lesbian for all who know. It's a juggle, a struggle, but she can keep it up. She has before, and she will for the future that looms with no exit. Until the girlfriend engineers one on the flimsiest of pretexts when the facades finally falls. Scene 5. The dismal third act, the point of disintegration. No background, no spotlight, no ever-loving, devoted part to play. Bits of her scatter on the wood like dust. An unintended co-star, the celebrity guest, comes on for her own soliloquy, to underline and cross and dot the importance of being earnest. And she starts to control her own coming together. Out. Scene 6. Still thick-footed, still heavy-headed, but trimmer and lighter in all the places that count. The role has bent for the actor for the first time. They breathe in greater confidence into the mic, no longer feeling the urge to cling to the old status quo like a cat on a hot tin roof. They slam the wall, swing the crutch, throw into the part their whole goddamn self.
I don't know what to say. That is absolutely amazing.
Thanks.
I think anybody that's listening from the community as well, the subtext there is amazingly clear. It's it's hit you in the face clear, isn't it? It's absolutely.
And then it's not really subtext anymore. Then is
there's
it?
not really a lot of subtext in it. Yeah. No, it's absolutely. I mean, if any of it is even close to what you put in there, then my gosh, what an incredible thing to do. And the use of language throughout is absolutely amazing. Switching around with the pronouns in there is just, to be honest, Dale, I'm a little bit blown away, and I am desperate to now get a copy of the rest of this book so that I can sit and have a read of it, because it's just absolutely fantastic work you're doing.
Thank you.
And so by the sound of it, and I don't, stop me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like there's quite a bit of maybe your journey that's been translated into that poetry.
Very much so, yes. I've never properly had a sense of being a girl, but until like a few years ago, I didn't really know there was any other term for it, I suppose. I just kind of figured that most people felt this way, and it sounds cliche, but that is genuinely my experience.
Yeah, no, there's nothing cliche about it. I mean, I think a lot of these things, they sound cliche because we hear them so often, because that's the nature of the experience. And by
cliches are cliches for a reason.
That's right, yeah. And you've hit the nail on the head with that one. I think that's that's absolutely amazing. Thank you, Dale. Honestly, thank you so much for coming and sharing this with us. It is absolutely brilliant. So we can get this book on Amazon. It's out now?
Yep.
And you're going to give us some links so that we can share your link out with the world?
Absolutely.
So, folks, if you are watching this and if you are listening to this incredible work that Dale's been producing, please go and support their book. We'll make sure you've got all of the links. From Least to Least is out now on Amazon as paperback and on Kindle, right?
Yep.
That is absolutely brilliant. Dale, I can't thank you enough for coming to spend some time with us. Presumably, is there any more work in sight? Is there anything else coming up soon?
I am plotting out at the moment a sort of romance novel.
Ooh.
Trans girl was the love interest. So there's that.
So you're going to have to come back, right? There is no two ways about it. You're going to have to come back and tell us not just how the heady heights of being a published author are definitely changing your life, but indeed, I want to hear about this new book as well, because it is, if it's anything like what you're doing at the moment, it's going to be fantastic.
I will when there's more to it. It's just kind of a skeleton at the moment. I'm trying to put the bones together before I add the meat.
Yeah, well, I'm sure
that is grotesque. I'm sorry.
No, it's not that grotesque. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Honestly, it gets a lot grosser here on this YouTube channel, I can assure you. So don't stress about it. Dale, I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much for coming along. Folks, you can come and meet with people like Dale. You can come and chat with us all at T&Coffee-LGBT.com. If you have a look on our events page, we've got links to various things that are happening around the community. So please do come and get involved, because they're not just the amazing Dale here, but we've got some incredible member-generated content that's coming through as well. So yeah, please do come get involved and see some more of that. But for now, I guess it's goodbye from me. Bye. And goodbye from Dale.
Paddy bye.
Bye.